it's constantly, changing. And the last two nights, both starters done a good job of attacking the zone and getting ahead. And, it was tough for us to get on base. You saw, we were able to get on base a little bit later, create pressure, and finally, crack through early on. With the starters the last, couple nights, we haven't been able to do that. Need to go back and look how exactly they're attacking. But looked a little bit early. We were in between pitches, weren't exactly on the fastball, out in front of the off-speed stuff. So, we got to get back into, getting ready to hit over the center cut of the plate, get on the fastball, and we know if we can get on base and create pressure, eventually we're going to crack through. So, just got to do a little bit better job early on. I'm going to have a meeting tomorrow with the full, kind of breakdown just on all fronts. We walk away from this road trip, 3-3. We're hoping to be 4-2. Played well at home, and now it's what are we now? 6-4. You'd like to finish this one up with a win. That didn't happen. Now we got to get back to playing well at home. That's going to be critical, and we know we've got some tough teams coming in. So I think just all fronts. Starting pitchers now have gone twice through. Offensively, we got to get back on getting on base a little bit more, create some more run scoring opportunities, and then if our starting pitching can maybe go just a tick longer. We know we got to have our bullpen settle in and go forward. So at the end of the day, if we were signing up for a 6-4 record after 10 games, we'd probably take it. We know, trying to use my words so it's appropriate for TV. We could have been 7-3, 8-2. We know that. But I think the main thing is we're in an all right spot, and we got a lot of room to grow.
How much weight do you think this series against the Dodgers carries, given who you have starting, given kind of that they're the team you'd like to supplant in the National League West? What kind of weight do you put on the next 3 games?
What I'd like to see is us play our A game. We feel if we do that, we can play with anyone. And so we'd like to test that game out. So I hope we're on the attack, on the mound. I hope we're moving off the ball defensively, catching it, throwing it. I hope we're some type of discipline in the zone, aggressive in the zone, and laying off outside the zone, and creating havoc on the base paths. We do that, I'd love to test where our game's at. So that's what I want to walk away from after the next 3 games.
Jayce, after you completed your first road trip, and of course you had that first homestand, is there anything to be said about a home field advantage, considering there's no fans at any ballpark? Is there any sense of that when you go back home?
Well, I think we feel well at home because we've been there so long. Through the camps, it's the mounds. Our pitchers have been throwing their live BP, their inter squad games, all that. Offensively, we know the backdrop, we know how the field plays. So I think just time on that field is probably the biggest advantage, if there is any. We're going to have those discussions tomorrow when we evaluate those 10 days, and we have more information after that. But certainly with this coaching staff and the analytics team and front office, everybody involved, we'll be prepared to go over a lot of things tomorrow and kind of evaluate where we're at. But most importantly, where the areas we can look to improve on.